Howdy folks, Jamboree here. Ed Sheeran, the ginger-haired, freckle-faced Brit with a knack for the guitar, vocals and songwriting, has released a new official video for his song Happier from his third studio album, Divide. Here's the interesting thing though, this video utilizes the medium of puppets. Now, Ed has featured a puppet version of himself before in his video for Sing, but that character was portrayed as silly, goofy and naughty, a sort of anti-Ed Sheeran. Happier shows Puppet Ed in a more sympathetic light, in a story about Ed overcoming a breakup while watching his ex being with another man. The video for Happier is currently trending on YouTube and has managed to make people cry tears of sadness. But some folks are baffled how puppets have managed to make them feel so many strong emotions, as puppets are renowned for being very ridiculous and wacky characters, often used to create parody or satire, because they can help exaggerate a joke. But puppetry isn't inherently a comedic art form. It has been used in the context of serious or dark drama before. Happier is not the first to give it a go. Muppets Christmas Carol featured a scene where Bob Cratchit and his family grieved over the loss of Tiny Tim. It's a very somber moment in the movie that respects the pain that the Cratchits are going through.
How was the churchyard?
Well, it'll be lovely, Emily. It would have done you good to see how green the place is. I picked a spot for Tim where he can see. It's a spot on the hill. And you can see the ducks on the river.
Jim Henson's The Dark Crystal created a fantastical, living, breathing world and employed some deeply disturbing moments of horror. Not to mention, there's a Danish movie called Strings that uses puppets to tell an epic tale of murder and kidnap, while embracing the fact that the characters are marionettes. Although, Happier should still be given credit for bringing dramatic puppetry into the modern mainstream. And I think I should discuss how this music video conveys layered emotions through its foam doppelganger of Ed Sheeran. The song was inspired by Ed's own romantic life. After one of his relationship breakups, he was initially angry and bitter. But as he grew up, he realized that his ex was happier without him. The video does highlight how Ed wasn't meant for her, that he must admit this and learn to let her go. The question isn't how can he get her back, but is she okay with her new man? Will he treat her well? It's a very mature angle on breaking up. The video is filmed like a live-action production, treating the puppets as actors by giving them heavily humanized quirks while also shooting scenes through a respectful and intelligent lens, not once cracking up or breaking the fourth wall. The video asks us to feel sorry for Ed's pain by having his puppet being performed with nuanced restraint, using subtle gestures and tilts to reflect his feelings, as he goes through all the motions of a breakup. And we relate to this agony because we can see ourselves in him, as many of us have gone through these same beats. Happier's video also explores the complexity of humans, how breakups can bring out the worst in us, driving us to self-pity and mean-spirited fantasies. So even when Ed's puppetry is exaggerated, it's not played as goofy, like Kermit's arm-flailing introduction to the Muppet Show. It's used to convey the intense sadness or anger Ed feels. The choice to portray Ed's ex as a puppet made of balloons may not be flattering on the surface, but it really works as a symbolic analogy for a relationship with someone. Balloons are fragile and can disappear if you foolishly let go of them, but they also whimsically float in the air and represent a wonderful feeling of youthful joy. It's a perfect metaphor for being in love. It's a remarkable and unique puppet, one that Jim Henson himself would be intrigued by. To conclude, Happier uses dramatic puppeteering to its full extent, proving that puppets can be utilized to express stories outside the realms of sketch comedy or satirical parody. With the success of this music video, I hope more directors stretch the potential for puppetry and realize that it's a filmmaking technique that can reach into our very soul sometimes. I've been Jamboree. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please consider subscribing to my channel, because I run a show called Puppet Panic, where I review movies that use puppets to tell their stories. Cheerio, folks.